is just as fresh as I remember. Like it's been hours up here. Oh, hello there. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your, reading? Yes. A terrible mistake indeed. I am so very sorry. Hat. Oh, this thing. You like it? Oh, no, darling. Don't touch. Well, it's not a hat, you see. It's quite real. A jellyfish, obviously. What does it look like? You seem a bit confused. This does tend to happen. Don't worry, darling. So, what is it that you're reading? A comic book? Oh, it has pictures. Very interesting indeed. Well, I must admit, I don't exactly know how to read. At least not whatever language this is. Oh, I am fluent in many languages. I doubt you'd know them. It matters not. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it? It seems quite interesting, and it's very colorful. Hey, you. What did I say about touching the tentacles? Look, don't touch, darling. You'll hurt yourself. Oh, what, you don't believe me? So you can read this silly comic book about superheroes, but I can't have a jellyfish on my head? How ridiculous is that? Well, go on then. Touch it. But I promise you'll regret it. What did I say? It hurt, didn't it? Indeed. No. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you. I did warn you, though. Ointment. Oh, no. But perhaps I could offer you some common sense. No? Well then. Why am I out here? Well, I would have thought that it was obvious. I'm looking for a mate, of course. Oh, you seem to have spit out your drink. You're quite soaked now. Say, you seem like prime mate material. A little dull, I must admit, but you don't need brains. I have plenty. Well, yes. I am looking for someone to... Oh, please don't make me explain it. Do you not have mates where you come from? Someone whom you spend the rest of your life with? Surely this is a custom you are familiar with? If I remember correctly, though it's been several thousand years, I do believe this is a ritual you should be familiar with. Girlfriend. Has a nice ring to it. I like it. Are you asking me, or... No? Don't you find me attractive? Not even a little. You do? Well then, what seems to be the problem? What on earth do you mean I'm weird? Well, I'm not exactly sure what cosplay is, but I might as well just come right out and say it. I am a queen. You may bow if you wish. No. Well, I suppose you are not a subject of mine. I shall not take it too personally. And why on earth would you not believe me? Do I not look queenly? You're beginning to sound quite rude, you know. Perhaps you will not make a good mate after all. Did you not just sting yourself on my jellyfish? And yet you don't believe. No, I do not just have a random jellyfish on my head. And why exactly is it, do you think, that it does not sting me? I am a queen of a very, very deep sea nation. One of which you have probably never heard of. I assume you don't make it to the ocean floor very often? I did not think so. But it is all right. If you agree to be my mate, perhaps I could take you. Oh, there are many safe ways for you to travel down. Your human technology is so inferior. Oh, have I offended you? I didn't mean to, darling. I only meant that, if you wish to visit, I will allow it. If you apologize for calling me weird. Because I am not weird. I am stunning and majestic, and very queenly. Well, you did say it was pretty. So you can at least agree that there are some things you like about me, can't you? Aha! See? So back to the whole mate thing. Will you agree? You'll be mine for life. Think about it. Why? I see. Seems customs have changed. Well, last time I was up here, all a woman had to do was sit and look beautiful for a man to approach her and agree to give his life to her. My, things are different indeed. Well, if it's this hard, I suppose I have no choice but to wait for you to make up your mind. And of course, that gives me plenty of time to woo you. I say, this might be a fun game, don't you think? Well, it's sort of like a game. I get to take my time convincing you of just how amazing I am. That's my favorite thing to do, after all. Talk about myself, I mean. Well, why don't you talk about yourself? You'll find I'm also a very great listener. Well, don't act so surprised. Just because I like to talk about myself doesn't mean I wouldn't want to listen to my potential future mate. Hmm? Well, if you don't wish to go into too much detail, perhaps you could read this lovely comic to me. I think it would be good bonding. Don't you agree? Very intuitive, darling. Shall I sit next to you? Rather close, maybe? Oh, fine. But I'm still going to sit next to you. Your name. You at least owe me that, don't you? Names have changed also, it seems. You know what? For now, you may simply call me Your Majesty. And perhaps, at a later date, if we get on a more personal level, then I will tell you my real name. How does that sound? I think it's fair. Indeed. So, are you going to read to me or not? Good. Do you mind if I lay my head on your shoulder? I promise I won't sting you. Really?